Thank you for joining us. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's inspirational session. It is October and it's a special one. It's our cyber security. It is the cyber security awareness month, and in the spirit of that, we would like you to know that you are being recorded. The session is being recorded, and the video is on. It will be shown on our YouTube channel and on our platforms. And so please mute your mic during the session so that we don't cause interruptions or disruptions during the session. If you have questions, this is in the Q&A box or put in the chat box. One of us will pick it up and attend to you. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to all our platforms which we'll be sharing with us and which we have always been sharing. That's in terms of our housekeeping rules. And today we'd like as much as all of us to engage, have your videos on, and let's see your beautiful faces. About Techstylers, we are a community focused on supporting women who desire growth in technology, either women who are transiting, ladies 18 to as long as we like to learn, because we know that learning is a lifelong journey. And we were founded in May 2020. And so this is our fifth year, and we have run inspirational sessions back to back. We see ourselves as ladies with important spark power, no matter where we are, either as students, wives, moms, career people, middle level, beginner level, novice, advanced levels. Our vision is to bring more women into technology and empower them with tech skills through training and mentorship. And so, in line with this training and mentorship, is why we have today's session. We also have trainings that go on annually in the community, and the mentorship is all year round as well within the community. So, for today, I would like us to have that spirit of while we are training. Today's session will be discussing and training at the same time, and we would also be learning. And so I welcome all of us, and I would like to hand over to Miriam now. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. And just like Ara said, hope you're having a good day. It's cybersecurity month, and of course, we thought, what else can we like talk about in cybersecurity? I know, and yes, so we're collaborating with Mama Shade, who is going to be discussing a very important topic, which I believe boils down to every one of us, and also being the fact that we are a women focused community. It's good to discuss these things as women, as kids, when we're looking to have kids, or even at that, being a guardian is even enough. As an adult, seeing kids around, how best do you think, they can be cyber smart and, blend into the community and be very, safe. And also, we're leveraging on the theme for this month's cybersecurity, which is staying safe online. It's good enough that we feel like, okay, we have this thing wrapped up. We are secured as adults. But what about the children who you might not always be there to keep an eye on? So, yeah. And so, joining us for this session today, collaboration with my sheet is just introduce our speakers. Don't know for some weird reason. Okay, good. Just want to move on. Sorry, I know we've spoken about all of this already. So these are our agenda for today. Thank you, Lara, for speaking earlier. Just an introduction to the topic. And our topic for today's session is raising cyber smart kids. And we have two very special people discussing this topic with us today. And yeah, so let's meet our special guests. Sorry, special section. A lot of introduction right there. Sorry, I'll just go back. I don't know what's happened to my slides. Okay, so our two speakers for today are Salamot Adekombi And Gloria, just want to tell us, a little bit of an introduction of yourself. Thank you so much. That'll be great.
All right. Good evening, everyone. As earlier mentioned, my name is Salamat Adekombi. I have been curious about the cybersecurity world for a while, and then I'm commenced into learning fully this year. So online child safety is something that is really important. And this year, joining the MaMa Cybershield has been a big turning point for me, opened me up to a lot of things that we are taking for granted. And we hope that today, with the workshop we are going to be sharing with you, everybody here would be able to learn something that will be useful for keeping their children safe at least, and then the guardrails just to ensure that these children are safe. We hope that you enjoy it. And I think my colleague would also introduce herself. Grace, Gloria. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
You're welcome.
all right. Well, thank you so much for this privilege. Yeah, my name is Gloria Eguyenga. Thank you for not murdering the name. You actually
I
did when you pronounced
tried.
the
I
name.
tried. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. It's awesome time. For me, I joined Cyber Mama Cyber Shield recently, and it has been an awesome time, and it has actually brought out the passion I have of bringing up a safe environment for kids, helping them in online, securing it. And joining Cyber Shield has actually exposed my Cyber Shield has actually exposed my mind to that. So today we're here to just talk about what we love doing, what we are passionate about, how to protect our kids. Yes, that's what we're here to talk about. And I believe everyone that is here today, we have one small chops to take home today. Thank you.
Mm. Good. Thank you so much. I look forward to small jobs. It's not for anything. Let's gist over small jobs. Yeah. Thank you both for introducing yourselves. I think we'll just dive deep into the um presentation now. Just so we can have enough time. So I'll stop sharing my slide and then over to you. Thank you.
All right. So once again, good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining this workshop. My name is Talamat Adekombi, as I said earlier, and the name of our workshop, as you can see, is Raising Cyber Smart Kids, and it's brought to you proudly by MaMa Cybershield. This is me, Salamat Adekombi, and my colleague, Gloria. I think we both earlier introduced ourselves, so we'll be moving on to what we want you to achieve at the end of this workshop. We want to ensure that at the end of this workshop, you know what tools you can use to ensure that your kids are safe online. We want to ensure that you are not afraid of what your children are doing online. We want to build that confidence in you by impacting some knowledge into you about how you can check these children, know what is going on in their lives online, and ensure that they are staying safe. And most importantly, we need you all to be your brother's keeper. We need you after this workshop, whatever it is you have learned, to share it, pass on the knowledge, teach somebody, teach a mom, teach a dad, teach a teacher. In short, teach everybody that you can, because at the end of the day, we are trying to protect the younger ones who are our future. So please, we hope that at the end of this workshop, you are able to help build the future generation, and keep them safe. Sorry, let me minimize this here. Now, we have the parenting dilemma. Please, can you all hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, good. So we have the parenting dilemma. And as we all know, in today's world, there are so many technologies that keep arising and coming up. If you can remember some years back, we had just Facebook, the rudimentary Facebook. And over time, it evolved. We had Facebook, we had WhatsApp. Before you know it, we had Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat, then Facebook, WhatsApp. Everything just kept on coming and coming. And as these technologies are coming up, we have people that are just stuck and like, I'm okay with Facebook, I'm okay with Instagram. Well, we are having children. And because you just have Instagram does not mean your child is going to like only Instagram. Your child may be a TikTok person or a WhatsApp person, or in short, a combination of everything. So imagine you having to look after a child that wants to use TikTok, Snapchat, everything, and you are just a Facebook person. It can be a lot, it can be overwhelming. So this, we want to address it in such a way that we give you just simple things that you can do as a parent to check, and you have an assurance that yes, my children, my words are safe. And finally, one of the most important things that is very scary for us parents is having the talk. Imagine having a 9-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, and you have to have these sensitive conversations with them. How do you go about it? How do you start it? So these are the things that parenting in this modern age brings to us. These are the current dilemmas that we have. And to ease off this session a bit, we're going to have like a game where I'll be sharing some apps with you. Can everybody see my screen and these apps that I'm toggling over here? So I would like for this session to be an interactive session. So it's going to be great if we can all unmute our mics and keep the comment session active. The chat box, very active. So please, everybody unmute your mics because I'm going to be needing you in this particular session. We have some apps here. After checking, these are like the common applications our children are exposed to or have access to. So we have 10 of them. I'm going to be calling out their names and trying to put them in sections here. This section, whatever we put under the red section, means that app is risky. Like the children have exposures to different risky things, and then anyone we put under the green, it means the app is relatively safe. The word there, relatively safe. So please, hope you all are with me. We have this app. It's called Scratch Junior. It's used for kids to learn programming. I don't know if you are familiar with it. Please, like I said, I would appreciate you unmuting your mics. Do we think Scratch is risky or safe? I can't hear anything. Safe.
Do we
Okay,
raise
good.
hands? Oh, that's safe.
Unmute and speak, please.
Oh, seven.
Thank you. So we have Facebook. Do we consider Facebook safe or risky?
Safe.
Risky.
Safe?
Is there anything like me do? Any option like
Risky.
me?
We're talking about children.
People.
We're talking about children, so it's
We're
risky.
talking about children. We are talking about children from the age of say 2 to 16. So
risky, go.
okay, risky, good. YouTube.
Safe.
Remember,
Risky.
safe. Remember, we have YouTube and we have YouTube Kids. So YouTube.
Risky.
Okay, risky. Then we have YouTube Kids.
Relatively safe.
Thank you. Now we have
No,
Instagram.
it's not. It's not safe. YouTube Kids is not safe.
How
YouTube
about
Kids, mommy, some things on YouTube Kids are worse than on YouTube itself.
Sorry, my kids are the one talking.
Appreciate the child.
That's
Thank you very
good.
much.
Thank
So
you.
risky. A child said risky. Oh. So now we have Instagram, safe or risky?
Very risky.
Very good, thank you. And then we have TikTok, risky or safe?
Very, very
Very
risky.
risky.
Super risky.
Very risky.
That is so good.
Even for adults.
Now we have Duolingo.
Safe.
Thank you.
Safe.
That's safe. Yeah.
Snapchat.
Risky.
Risky.
Omo. Then Telegram.
Risky.
Risky.
Quite very risky. And then WhatsApp finally.
Safe.
Safe. Okay, good.
It's
Thank you very much for your insights. From what we've done now, I'll be handing over to my colleague, Gloria. Thank you so much.
I was listening to it and it was just so interesting. When I heard the kids even saying risky, save, risky, it's safe. Oh wow, yes. So that's why we're here today. We're not just here to we know how risky it is. We can't expose our children to that particular part. We can't take them away from it. We are in the world. And technology is a tool. It's not our enemy. We are here. We can't cut them off and say, wow, because it's risky now, we can't use it. It's a tool that has come to stay, that we have to use in this generation we are in. This is the digital world. So now, from all what we have gathered so far from my colleague, you can see we spoke about the risky and the not so good. So we decided to go further and say, okay, there are some apps that are really, really important for usage that we can't cut away from. We actually picked 3 apps that want to teach some safety tip to help us. Even as risky it can be, how can we actually use it and utilize it for our own good? So even though it's risky, we want to devise a means to actually protect it. Like I said, digital age, we are raising children, and technology is not the enemy. It's just a tool. So we have to now use it in a way that we can be safe for our children. So firstly, we're going to talk about 3 major apps that we are all exposed to, especially the children. WhatsApp. WhatsApp has come to stay. It has a positive way. It has a good way. Kids use it these days because you find out that in some schools, they have some WhatsApp group. They need to pass information. They have some homework. They have to do collaborative homework. So they have to put some groups together. I remember registering my kid for a particular training. And in that training, they said, oh, every one of the children has to be in a WhatsApp group whereby they will be submitting some of their assignments. And I know how it was. I have to be checking left and right to see what are they posting there. But it has come to stay. WhatsApp is good. It has its own benefits. There's easy communication. Sometimes some of our children are in boarding schools, right? We need to communicate to them. And the easy way is for us to ask them, what time can we send messages to actually chat up with them to know how they are doing? So it has come to stay. But there are some risks involved. We can hear people shouting, risky, not risky. Yes, it's there. So we're talking about how we can help. And in WhatsApp, there are ways that family connects together. These days, we have a lot of WhatsApp group, family WhatsApp group, even parents are now having WhatsApp group so that they can connect with their external family, their cousins. So we are bringing them together because of our life has moved every one of us. Some of us are in different parts of the world right now, but we want that family bonding to continue. So we brought WhatsApp so we can discuss about our days and all that, which has been beautiful. But what are the risks? Even as adults, we belong to some WhatsApp group that people just drop unsolicited messages. Sometimes you get to some groups, some people, they are good in forwarding messages. Immediately they just see something, they will forward it, even when it's not reliable. I don't know if you have been in that situation before, that you just be in some WhatsApp group, they have rules and regulations. Before you know, they start sending some random messages that are that are really bad, and you can't do but to just delete them immediately. Just imagine your children being exposed to that word. Just imagine them being exposed. So that's what we want to talk about. There are risks on people sending some bullying. Nowadays, people just... Is someone talking to me? Okay. Some people, cyberbullying is now at a high rate where people just talk. Some people don't have, they don't have kindness. They don't know how to communicate. They just pick any randomly. And sometimes our children are being exposed and they are hot. So these are part of the risks that is involved. So today, we have come to just enlighten us, embracing a smart kid, cyber smart kid, understanding that these apps are there, but they are good at the same time, they are risky. So we want to actually protect our children. We can't cut them off. On that, can you hear
Gloria,
me?
do
I'm
you
still
want to
on
turn off
WhatsApp.
your,
Yes, I'm
you
still
can turn off your camera if the bandwidth is, because we stopped hearing you
okay.
for a while. Yeah.
Okay, right, ma'am. So I'm still on WhatsApp, please. I've not moved. Please, the slide back to WhatsApp. Thank you. So you find out that these days now, sometimes you just receive also, some people will just randomly send you messages that it's not meant to. They just send them because they find out if they got your number. So there's strangers trying to contact you. That's another challenge we're having. So now, what are the things? We want to give you some tips that will help us as parents, as guidance, as uncles, as aunties that are here today. We want to help us by reducing that, to reduce that risk, to help our children to be able to be safe. One of the things is profile visibility. WhatsApp has tried in their own way to actually create some security level, which is by what? Helping us to our profiles to be only be seen by those we want to, those we are comfortable. I was having a talk with a friend and she was telling me that recently, she did not know that there's a tool called profile visibility. I said, hey, what happened? That she would just notice that whenever she pays something on her status, her meat seller we say hello, we smile. I say, hey, she was so confused. And even the person that everybody is seeing her status. I now took my time that, yes, you have to be actually intentional to look at those you want to see your status. And this is what we are trying to bring out here. As you upload your status, your profile, there are people, you have the right to choose those you don't want to view your status. You have it. And you have to put your children through and say, you know what? This part, whereby you can be only those you are comfortable, your contact only. If you want your contact only to view your profile, then let it be. Secondly, two-step verification. A lot of WhatsApp, for instance, group account has been hacked daily. And I hear of people that will hack before you know they will start sending message. Oh, please, I'm stranded. I have injury. And WhatsApp has even come up and started, I think they've screamed in groups you go to, they'll say, please turn up your two-level authentication, your two-level verification step, because that is the only way you can actually stop them from hacking your WhatsApp. So we have to do this for our children as we give them these tools, because these tools are already here to stay. We have to equip them and ensure that they understand by putting two-level verification. This is what you should not do. This second mails, you can use your mail, you can use your phone number, whatever it is, you have to use it to create a second level verification so that nobody can hack into your WhatsApp anytime or you being exposed in any way. Block or no contact, which is one of the vital way you can actually secure your WhatsApp. There are a lot of people you don't know that most times they just come. Once you can explain, the important thing we are doing here today is we call it law of false mention. As guardians, as parents, you have to mention this to your children. You have to let them know that, yes, these are steps you have to take to keep them safe, to keep them safe. And this is what we're trying to bring out. Yeah. And also disable the last seen and read recipe. Most times people just open they want everybody to know the last time they come online or when they are living online. So people can actually have your full profile. They'll say, hey, Gloria came online by 9 a.m. she will leave by 12 midnight. They can actually read all your activity. You have to explain to them that you are exposing yourself by enable all those information. And that's why we have this tip to help you that today you take your WhatsApp, check it, check who and who is not meant to see your profile, check who and disable the last thing so that you are not exposed to the wrong persons. And also enable the two-step verification so that anybody cannot just hack into your WhatsApp. Your WhatsApp is secured. Before anybody can ask, you can't get the second step. They are totally blocked out. Also, block unknown contacts. WhatsApp also have a level whereby when you see some message you're not comfortable, they will have to block. Report if it is scam or not. So we have these tools that we want to expose our mind to. Can you please move to the next app? Let me move on. Yes, the second one is YouTube. Yes, somebody said YouTube, and somebody said, okay, YouTube Kid is safe. Yes, YouTube Kid is safe. But to be honest, like the little boy said, even YouTube Kid is now worse than even YouTube. So sometimes we parents, we just feel, oh, let me just put my children on YouTube. They are good. I want us to please chat, let the chat room roll. I want it to come live. Can you tell me one or two things you have learned using YouTube? Just state it. I know YouTube is useful. There are good things we all have actually learned from one place or the other. You can unmute and tell me. I just want you to mention one or two things you think you were able to learn from YouTube, or your children were able to learn from YouTube. Please, I want it to become interactive. I don't want to be the only person talking here. Please, if you know you have learned something from YouTube or YouTube Kids, your children have learned, please unmute and let us know, or use the chat.
Hi, my name is Taiwo.
Taiwo, okay.
I have a 3-year-old. And
yes.
She started watching Miss Rachel on YouTube. And from there, she learned colors, part of her body, days of the week, months of the year. So I think that was a win for us.
Win for you. Thank you, Taiwo. Thank you, Taiwo. Who else? Somebody else should tell me, because I know a lot of us have actually learned a lot from YouTube. Who else is speaking? You can use the chat room if it's enabled. Because for me, I know I had an opportunity of teaching some set of children how to use YouTube PowerPoint to create PowerPoint, and they did so well. So a lot of things we've learned from YouTube, a lot. Some of us even learned how to cook a tikaiko. Some of us were able to learn some, there's a lot we're actually learning. I remember that there was a day I was struggling with what type of meal. I would open the YouTube and I was able to learn. So YouTube is something that has come to stay. As like I said, we have a lot of educational resources that are there. It has a lot of benefits. So how do kids use it? They watch cartoons. It's like Tosin said, our daughter was able to learn from Miss Rachel. A lot of them watch cartoons, they watch tutorials, they watch some funny videos. They're able to explore their interests. In schools these days, you find out that they are teaching them different type of animals. They will take them to YouTube to see it. Yes, fine and good. But guys, they have a lot of benefits. They learn new skills there. Like I said, I was able to expose some set of children how to do PowerPoint on YouTube. Yes. Entertainment, yes. Music, they learn some new song, they learn some dancing step this day. So it has come to actually stay, but there are some risks involved, and part of the risk is inappropriate content. Like a kid that was shouting. So parents with kids will open YouTube Kids, at the same time they'll be using their own profile to do that. So you get inappropriate content. Advertise advert targeting kids. I remember there was some video running a few weeks ago about a lady complaining that different type of things were shown in the kids YouTube channel. Why? That is one of the challenges we're having. Excessive screen time. Nowadays, screen, the way they've configured them, the algorithm as a way of attracting us that we can sit from morning till night. You will see a child watching cartoon for hours and the child does not get tired. He's so excited. It's more like a new part of drug addiction. So screen as a way just attract them. So there's excessive screen. You find a child sitting there morning to night and they don't even get tired. Even we adults, sometimes we are glued to our phone from morning to night, and at the long run, we are so addicted to it. Unsafe recommendation. Most parents will say, okay, I will sit and watch it with my children from the beginning to the end. Will you always be there? You might not always be there. So what can you do with all these weeks that we've listed so far? How can I add myself? So we talk about privacy setting. So when you use your YouTube Kids, there are things that you are allowed to do. So YouTube Kids are for kids below from 0 to 13. Your 1 year or 2 years old baby has nothing to do with the full YouTube. They have nothing to do. They don't have any roles to play there. So what are you expected to do? You're expected to open a YouTube Kids for them, which allow parental control. I made that mistake before. I was exposing my children to normal YouTube. But immediately I had the knowledge. That same night, I went to open YouTube Kids because it saved me a lot of stress. I'm not opening it enough. Don't say you have opened YouTube Kids. There are still some things you need to do, which is part of it, restriction mode. So most parents open YouTube Kids thinking, yes, my child have a YouTube Kids, but they did not put those other necessary settings, which still expose the children. So until when you put those necessary settings, like the restricted mode, your children will still be exposed. So you still need to do what? Monitor the history, what they watch, the history of the things they've watched so far. This will only give you the right when you actually have a YouTube Kid and you have a Google Family link. We'll talk about that. Disable comments. I remember recently a friend's daughter was playing chess on a platform. And next thing, there were people chatting with her. And the chat was so awful. Immediately we disable it because you don't know who is going to pass comments there. And also, you have to use the block button when needed. Explain that to your children too. The earlier you can start teaching them, don't feel they are too young. The word is not waiting for them to get there. It's passing it immediately and manage screen time. Please, next slide. So, YouTube safety guide. I want to ask us a question here today. Do you know your kids are at risk when you use your email address as a mother or father to watch YouTube? When they decide to use your own email address to watch their YouTube channel, do you know they're at risk? I believe we are all we are here to learn, and this is part of the things we are here to expose us to, because the algorithm will see them as adults and it will show them the adult content. So using your personal account expose them to inappropriate recommendation like adverts, content based on your viewing history. If, for instance, you watch one type funny dance, you say your children will start watching it. If that is allowed in your home. So here are how to protect them. Please, if you know you are enjoying it, and I'm not talking to myself, please, you can use the emoji so that I know that I am actually speaking to someone. Since we cannot use the chat room, thank you. Yes. All right. So there are step-by-step guides. So if you have your phone, you can quickly just do a screen grab of this one. So you can do it tonight before sleeping. Ensure that these settings are in place in your home, because we don't want it to be too late. Just take a screen grab or put a note down, pen it down. This guide is for every one of us here. We actually took our time to actually design this to make it easy. So firstly, create an age-appropriate email address using Gmail. I want to open a YouTube Kids account for my 5-year-old child. What will I do? I will go and open an email of putting her age in it. She's 5 years old. Don't go and assume that this email, okay, let me just change it to 50 years old, 50. It will not work. It will give her inappropriate content coming in, and which you are trying to avoid. Open the YouTube app or visit youtube.com. Sign in for your child account. Use that email to sign it in. Then tap on the profile picture. Ensure that the setting, go to parental control. Enable YouTube Kids mode for younger children. It's important because you don't want them to be exposed to unnecessary information. Turn on the restricted mode. I said most of us, we create this, but we don't follow this step. And that's why we go back to the same fight. Restricted mode is not enabled. And you see your children being exposed to what they are not meant to. And also, review the watch history. Take your time. Once you are back from work or you are less busy, just try and watch what are the things they have been watching, what has been popping up regularly. Try to monitor. You can do it once in a week or twice in a week, twice in 2 weeks or once in 2 weeks. Just try and set a time. Every time I have to look this. And use screen time tools. That has really helped me. So this is what we do 2 times in a 1 hour in a day. This is after this move. It's time out. They know that they've utilized their time. And teach your children how to block, because most times when this thing pop up, you might not be there to come and help them to unlock it or to block it. So you have to equip them, give them the right information. Please, next. Please, next. Yes, the last one we want to talk about. WhatsApp, we've spoken about YouTube, and this is TikTok. So TikTok is here too. It's another part where children are being exposed, even though it has age limit. They say 13 years and above. But we see children below 13 watching it. So what do? They use it to watch dance. I remember a friend's daughter once they came back and was talking about TikTok. Said they dance this way. And she has never heard about TikTok, but the daughter from school and saw somebody's tab that has TikTok. So she brought it home and was telling mom, everybody, TikTok, they are doing one challenge. It's so rampant. You can't deny them. So, but you have to tell them, okay, it has a benefit. When they build their digital skills, also they know the trend music. Their creativity is being exposed. They actually have a room to explore themselves. What are the risks? The risks still stand. Inappropriate content, stranger interaction, people they don't know, they start interacting with them. Addictive scrolling is there. It's more like I said, now this is what is the algorithm has done it so well. As you are finishing one video, they'll bring it again. Before you know that is so interesting, they will bring another one, they'll continue bringing something to keep us busy so that we will not go. So if people are becoming so addicted, even we adults, like I said, and data consigns, you find out that information are being leaked. People are getting information that our personal information is being exposed through TikTok. So another way to protect us is what? Privacy setting, family pairing, restricted mode, which is very important. Limit who can send you direct messages. Limit it so that stranger does not have access to your platform, does not have way to send you message. Limit those who can suggest your account, and also watch who you follow too. Indirectly, as you are following there, somebody else is coming, putting something. Private account. It's advisable to have a private account so that people will not just come into your own points on those that you don't know. Customize personalized adverts that can pop up for your children, and manage screen time. This is very, very important. It's important for us to know that we need to set screen time limits so that we don't build up consumers that will be so addicted to these things and don't know how to actually build this thing for themselves. Next slide, please. So we decided at MaMa Cybershield, we said, okay, what can we do to help? We set these ways to protect our children. So we felt, okay, how can we even discuss this I've put all this in place, but there should be a room where I can actually have a discussion with my children about this. So that's why we brought up the starting the conversation. Yes. So you can be able to start. Some of you may think that, oh, my children are all grown up. Oh, my children is still little. When can I start talking about all these things with them? Please start now. Start now. Because as parents, you are your children's first teacher. You are the stronger filter. You have to filter them, help them to filter the things that are not okay. And you are their safety guide. They want to be saving you. So you have to start that conversation now. Don't feel that it's too late. My children are already exposed to this. How will I? You can start now. Start talking about it. And we did not say start now. We actually have to design some conversation starters that can help you to start having those conversations with your children. We don't want you to be having yes or no answer. Oh, did you know anything about WhatsApp? Yes. Do you know anything about YouTube? Yes. No, we want you to be able to have an open-ended conversation with your children where they can express themselves and feel safe. And also, we want to say, as you are starting this conversation and you are having this open-end conversation with them, please, we are not saying you should not become a judge. Please, so don't start judging them. You have to learn, because you hear some things that will shake your emotions, but you should be able to create a safe place where your children can be comfortable to share everything with you. When you start asking them this question, you will hear some funny things, you will hear some strange things, but that should not stop us from actually holding it. Don't start shouting, hey, you mean you know all this? Hey, in my house? No, now. We have a way that we are being taught in Cyber Membership that you have to hold it, calm down, take a deep breath, and let them just be there listening here. Don't shout on them. Oh, no, don't shut them down. Allow them to express that self of theirs. And also, we need to be curious. We need to be alert. You find that your child is becoming so addicted to a particular place. It's always in the room with the laptop, morning till night. Please, become wise. Check down, check out, be curious. What are they doing online? What do they enjoy online? The child is always locking the door and he will be on the phone morning till night. We will have to be alert. And that's what we are here today, to make you more curious. So these are the conversation starters. Let me just bring them out. We have few that we designed. So you can actually have a snapshot if you can, or note them down on your jotter so you can easily start up them, because we said we don't want open-ended questions. Tell me about your favorite thing to do online. What are the favorite things to do online? What makes it fun for you? Let your children start telling you, is it the dance? I like seeing those music. I like seeing people dancing. I like seeing those challenges. Let them be able to tell you, oh, mom, you know what I like much? When you put those pictures online, when people comment, oh, yes, oh, I like this. Let them be the one. Don't give them a simple yes. So they will listen as they are talking. Oh, please, mommies and daddy, yeah, please, uncles and aunties, just calmly listen to them. What kind of things do you like to keep private when you are online? I remember I had a talk with some teenagers and they were telling me they did not know things that they should keep online as private. They did not know, and they were talking about it. And I have to start telling them, okay, so what about your name? Do you think your name should just be there? Your school address? Do everybody need to know your school address? Do everybody need to know your house address? Do everybody need to know your mom's account number? Do everybody need to know your mom's PIN? Do you have to tell? So when we started talking, they were all surprised because they never knew that those things are meant to be private to them. So you have to start having this conversation, let them understand what are the things that are really private. Your school uniform should not just be taken with the school label address on it online like that and then post it. My daughter is now going to school. Those are the things we have to actually avoid. How do you know when somebody online is truly a real friend? They should be able to differentiate when somebody is fake and when somebody is real. So you have to have that conversation with them. What is the person's history online? When did the person come up? And who are the person's friends? What type of account is this person? You have to expose them. Let them be able to tell you, and you'll be surprised with what they know. If you ever come across something online that feels wrong or uncomfortable, what do you think you could do? Let them tell you. Will they block it? Will they tell trusted adults? Will they just keep it to themselves? Will they call your attention to it? What do you think it is important for people? What do you think it is important for people to like or comment on your posts online? Why and why not? Some of us, we know sometimes we like that like, they make our body sweet. Yes, I'm gonna have 100 likes. But we need to understand why it is important. I think at this junction, I will have to hand over back to my colleague. Yes, Salamat, so she can continue. I hope you're enjoying our section. Hope it's not boring. Thank you. Salamat, please. Salamat, please.
Sorry, I was muted and I was speaking. So, hello, everybody. Just like my colleague has said, thank you very much, Gloria. Like my colleague has said, it's important for us to know our kids, and we have to start now. And I think one of the things we should remember as parents and guardians is that every animation there, just because it's animation or it's cartoon, like we call it, just because it's animation or cartoon, does not mean it's safe. In short, a lot of times on YouTube Kids and all of these other places, the reason why they can sneak in adult content is just because it is cartoon. So you need to put an eye out there. Check on these kids. A little story about me and my child. So my child is what you call a social butterfly. She's uppy, very excited little girl. And she wants to always do something, always watch something, always be on the tab. And then I realized it was leaking into who she was. Then we decided to reduce her screen time. What this meant for me is she told me a lot of time, Mom, I'm so bored. This is so boring. I used to tell her it's normal to be bored. That worked for a while. And then eventually I graduated to, well, only boring people get bored. And then when I started doing that, she was able to focus her time more on doing coloring activities, reading books, and doing other things I was trying so hard to ensure she was doing before. Now, when you are reducing screen time for your children, it's important for you to give them something else to do that is productive for them, that is good for them too. So I will be moving on to the next session. And this session is called What Would You Do? I need us to bear in mind that because you think there is a popular, oh, God forbid, it can never be me. It can never be me, can definitely be any one of us. It can be you, it can be somebody close to you, it can definitely be you. So what would you do? I need this session to be interactive. I need us to speak. Please, I would appreciate if you can unmute your mics. And I want somebody to answer this question. What are you going to do if you found your child watching something inappropriate online? I'm waiting for a response, please.
Guys, let's speak up as I'll just call somebody's name. I know people to call, don't worry, Salamat. I can help you on this one. Honestly, I just call names and yeah, I feel like they would have something very interesting for us. What anyone wants to tell us, please, yeah. Please feel free to unmute your mic.
Okay.
Madam Foyin, please, you want to help us on this? Just choose for lights. I know you'd have something interesting. I don't know why.
All right. In the event that
Why
there's no
why are they
Okay,
keeping
I
quiet?
think Madam
I've written some
wait.
of the yes, I've written some of the comments you will hear. Holy Ghost fire is not my portion. My enemies cannot get me. I rise above this. Only positive talk in our home. Negativity, those are the kind of reactions you will see people say.
All right. So, yes, bearing that in mind, the truth is it can definitely be us. And what is important is that we prepare for situations. You can never be too prepared. So, in the event that this happens to us, what do we do? As my colleague had said earlier, you stay calm. You know, a lot of times when you see things that are scary like this, you are so much in your emotions that you behave way beyond what even you would expect. And that is going to put a wedge between whatever relationship you and your child are having. So it's very important for you to stay calm. And the next thing is to ask questions. You need to gauge what exactly has my child seen? Because you saw the child watching inappropriate content, you need to understand what is this child's understanding of it. Is this child enjoying it? Was it a content he or she mistakenly came across? What exactly has my child seen? Because just because you saw it's in the child's hand does not really mean you understand what has gone on. You need to understand, gauge the situation. And when asking questions, it's important while staying calm to listen more than you speak. When you speak too many things, the child is not going to absorb a lot of things. You need to actually hear what they have to say so that you take that on and maybe later come back when you are even calmer to address the issue. And as we have been discussing from the beginning of this, you need to implement the safeguards because once you have this in place, you have removed a whole lot of the risks that your child would otherwise be exposed to. And as you know, a baby is a toddler, is a preschooler, is a child, is a teenager, preteen, is an adult. The child, the baby of yesterday is different from the toddler, is different from the child, is different from the preteen, is different from the teenager. So you need to ensure that at every stage, you are a part of this child's life. So you need to keep talking to this child. Know your child. Know the phases your child is going through. Know the phases your child is passing. So keep talking to your child. And since it's a virtual meeting, we'll be sending you all home with some small chops that you need to chew on a lot at home. So first of it all, you need to download Google Family Link. Google Family Link is a very good tool that helps you put up the guardrails. You can know how your child's screen time, you can monitor what apps they download. You can basically check whatever you need to check about your child's online activities on their devices, the app permissions. You can even lock up their devices from wherever you are with Google Family Link. So it's your nanny, basically. Then you need to check right now, today, you need to check all the privacy settings of each app and even the device of your child once we are done with this meeting, because I believe we're all at home or in proximity to our homes. So please check the settings on all of the children's devices and the apps. And most importantly, start a conversation with your child tonight. I would appreciate that tonight you take one of the conversation starters that we have exposed you to today and ask your child just to help you gauge who your child is, what your child has been exposed to. Today is the most important day that you need to do that, not some other day. Today. And then, more importantly, know where, when, and how to ask for help, guidance, and support. Because, like they say, it takes a village to raise a child. And it's important for you to know that you're not doing this alone. There are people out there that can help you in case your child has been exposed to different risks and all the dangers out there. And one of the places the Nigerians have Nigerian government has made available to us are listed here. We have an NGO, the CCR Foundation. We have the Child Helpline Nigeria. We have the Nigerian Police Force Cybercrime Units, and we have the NAPTIP. And finally, dear parents, I think we always beat ourselves up when certain things happen in the lives of our children, but I want to assure you that you are all doing a good job. I mean, you took your time to attend this workshop. You listened from the beginning till now. You're totally amazing. You're doing a great job. So thank you so much for attending this. And again, we are doing this because of our tomorrow. Those are our children. And we hope that with this, you are armed with what it takes to create a safer world for our children. I don't know if my colleague would have something else to add, but now we are in the final session, which is the question and answer section. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. All we'll have to say is that with the right guidance, our children can actually learn, they can actually create, and they can actually connect and grow in this platform. Thank you.
Okay, thanks everyone for your time on the call. Thank you, Salamat. Thank you to our speakers. Thank you, Madam Joy, for giving us this two wonderful speakers from MaMa Cybershield. Cybershield, yeah. So thank you, Gloria, as well. Thank you so much, everyone, so far been on the call. We'll just while we can keep going with the Q&A. If you have a question, if you want to speak, you can just raise up your hand, or if you want to drop your question into the Q&A section, or even into the chat, that'll be fine. But just before we start throwing these questions out there, we just want to quickly share our announcement, something really exciting that we're all looking towards. I will just share my screen for our announcement. It's very important. This announcement is drum roll. Da, 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 da. Sorry, I'm trying to roll. Don't roll my voice. Well, yeah. Okay, just give me a sec. Share my screen. Lara, do you want to please help us this announcement? So Lara, are you there? Yes, I may just share the announcement as well. So for November, we have our November inspirational section, and not just an inspirational session this time, it's a double package. We also have our Evolve conference coming up on the 29th of November. Registration will be open soon, and we look forward to having you all there. It's always one of our biggest conferences in the year, where in fact a lot this year it's all packed, and we're looking forward to having all of you there. October is still Cybersecurity Month, so please, even though you haven't given us like any Bob content on Stay Safe Online, this is our theme for the month. Please let's get it up. I mean, get it there. Go to LinkedIn, go to wherever you have to drop it where you know there's information can be passed. Give us your cybersecurity inspiration for this month. We also have our tech deep dive code we announced in the coming year as well. So stay excited. We look forward to it. That's also like one of our biggest training that we would have, and we don't want to miss it. If you know someone as well that will benefit from this, please share with them. Keep an eye on our pages while we make these announcements soon. We have Microsoft Cloud Skills Challenge. It's a 30 days to learn it, learn new skills and become eligible for 50%. So this challenge I would say is very good. Let's leverage on it. Whereby you do like a 30 days learning and then you have 50% or for a Microsoft certification. And I guess if I'm not wrong, this covers like any certification as well, and it's something we want to explore. So please, most importantly, don't forget our Evolve session. It's always very beautiful. Like I don't want to miss it for anything. Yeah, Evolve again. And if you want to join our community, please scan our QR codes. Thank you. We'll just go back to our Q&A now. I have some questions already in the chat. I may just read them out quickly. I saw some questions already. So there's a question. What if our child is the one, like is the online bully? For example, you notice during a Zoom session they attended. What if it's our own child that actually is the bully? Like let's roll the table to our side at this time. What is our child? What do you think we can do?
All right. I think it's already answered, but I would take that up. Now,
Okay.
again, it's important for you to know your child. What could be the reason why my child would bully another child? How do you find that out? You speak with that child, talk to the child. That's why the talk is important. Once you find this out, you speak to the child, ask open-ended questions to this child. This will help you gauge, why has my child done this? And it will guide you to know what next to do. What can I do to stop my child from feeling this way? Now, sometimes people bully out of jealousy. This person has what I want, and I don't know why I'm not having it. So you are angry at that person for having it. That could be a reason why the child is bullying. Once you listen to the reason, you are able to either build your child's confidence, let the child know that, hey, this is really wrong, but attack the root cause of it. Again, like maybe it's low self-esteem, or what. Most of the times bullies actually have low self-esteem or someone that is also bullying them. So address this, find out who your child is and address it. Thank you very much. I hope that has sufficiently answered the question.
Thank you so much. I think that was very profound. Yes, we have another question, even if that's been answered in the chat, just so for those that are listening in. And it says, any advice to manage YouTube on central devices like TV? I know we already got a response there. It says create profile for all kids, but do we have any other thing more for this?
Okay, yes, we do need to create profile for all the kids, but then there could also be infringement, as nobody's going to be monitoring them. What you can also do is take into account the youngest child. Use that child's age to open the account. This can be limiting for the adults in the house, but then again, we all have our own devices. So these are the reasons why you should have your own devices. Why we all have our own devices. I think it's commonplace now to have smartphones and whatnot. At times we need to make sacrifices because we are raising children. I will tell you, in my own house, the television is practically for the kids, not even their tablets or whatnot, because they can secrecy. What's this? Is it evil tribes in secrecy? Something like that. So once these smaller kids have their own devices, you are less likely to check on what they are doing. But once it's on the big screen, you can see what's going on. So it may be a better idea to ensure that the little kids are on the big screen and then the older people are on their own devices. So put in consideration the youngest child when it comes to central devices. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for including that. Madam Joy, please.
I just wanted to add as regards the cyberbullying thing. So one of the ways you can help is um have this conversation around what a bully is, because sometimes your kids don't even know that that's what they're doing, right? And when you paint what that looks like, they don't want to become that, right? So if you tell them, like one of the common phrases I use for my son, I say is a bully is actually a coward. The bully is afraid of the other person, so the bully tries to do first attack. Those kind of, when you start to have this early conversation, they don't want to become those things, so they learn, they are now the ones who are cautious. Then you can create things like creed. You can say things like, I commit to not be a bully, I commit to protect. You need to create, like, we call them safety internet creeds that you can put in the house that you agree, as a family. So the same way you agree as a family, we won't do ABCD. Now, the thing with the digital world is that it's now a different world from the physical. And sometimes we parents get lost in this. We think that our children in the physical world are the same children in the digital world, and that's most of the times that's not true. The person you find digitally is always different. So you could sit when you have these starter conversations with them, use it to create family agreements, family internet agreements, family creeds. You could say, okay, what time do you think is comfortable for you to stop watching screen? And then of course they'll say something ridiculous, and then you can agree on a balance, and then you guys have a truce. You say, okay, so now we have an agreement, right? No, on behalf of MaMa Cybershield, we want to say a very big thank you to Techstylers. Techstylers has been a very great support system to us. And so we want to say a very big thank you to everybody, all the leadership of Techstylers and the community, for giving our cohort 3 participants this opportunity to show themselves. These ladies joined this program, did this presentation, and here they are in a wider audience. Thank you for staying on the call, giving them your time, challenging them with questions that has gotten them. We appreciate you guys. God bless you.
Thank you so much, my Sabashi. Thank you for our speaker, Salamot Adekombi. Thank you, Gloria Eguyenga. I got it right this time. Thank you for giving us this loads of knowledge. We do not take your presence for granted. We really appreciate you, Madam Joy, as well, for pulling this together with us in a very short time. And thank you for everyone that have been on the call so far. And just on a wrap up thought from our end, say, as we raise the next generation in the world shaped by technology, is our shared responsibility to help children grow, not just as smart users of the internet, but safe, confident users of the internet. Like we are conscious, be conscious of every click, every chat, and everything they share. Like let's see it as a chance to make better choices. And again, if like those choices they begin with, these choices they make, we should know that they begin with awareness and guidance and open conversations. Let's not assume that they know some things, else they go and learn it outside. And also, let's keep empowering our kids to explore, because there's also a lot to learn online as much as there's a lot to run away from. So let's also encourage them to explore, but explore the right things, learn, connect safely, remembering that the best online defense is education and vigilance. They should be very vigilant of what they should or shouldn't consume. And together, let's build a future where every family stays informed. Information is power, like they say. If you don't know it, you don't know it. But if you know it, you can use it to do something, right? So knowing it, let's all know that we are all cyber people at the end of the day. Whether you're into cyber, you're not into cyber. But the fact that your child is on the internet and is online, stay informed, stay empowered, and stay safe online. Stay safe online. Thank you so much for everyone for joining. Yeah, I think that wraps it up from my
Thank you,
end.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Joy. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you, Summer too. I forgot that. I hope I did not murder her name. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Gloria.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you
Salama.
so